Okay, welcome back to the channel, and we are back in the Ferrari GT3 Evo 2020 at what is the newly scanned in Watkins Glen. Of course, they had Watkins Glen in iRacing before, but yeah, they've like rescanned it, and it looks, it looks quite a lot different. Yeah, so there's a big update actually for the Glen. It's a track I quite like. I quite like driving on. So yeah, we qualified fourth, I believe, in this. So we'll see what we can do. See if we can attack the top boys in this one. I've been going well in practice here. So yeah, let's hope for a good result. And I'll talk about the rest of the iRacing updates as well throughout the video. But it's been a while on this since we've actually done a race. I've been more, yeah, just trying to show certain things. I've got some more iRacing videos, some more flight sim videos dropping soon. So yeah, hope you enjoy them, but sit back and enjoy this one, as we are stuck behind a very, very slow pace car. Just trying to keep tyre temp up and brake temp up with something like this. That's why I just prefer standing starts. They just let you get on with it. That's my thing totally. But here we go. Not far from the beginning now. Just I thought I'd tell you now, if you want to like, comment and subscribe on the videos, it's a massive help. It's a pretty tough time for me at the minute. I'm not going to go into it, but I think I said in the last flight sim video about it. So yeah, it's the channel's really helping me out and it's keeping me busy. So yeah, if you could drop us a sub, that would be amazing. I do take requests as well, so if you want to drop a request, yeah, I can see if I can make that happen. But we get ready to go at the Glen. Okay, here we go, full throttle. Not getting in the slipstream, not getting involved. Just yet, anyway. Good on the brakes there. We are allowed on the outside here at Watkins Glen, and I've got him, no problem. So we're into third. As we come up the hill, amazing track, Watkins Glen. I'm surprised they built Circuit of the Americas when they had this. America's got loads of great tracks as well. I don't understand why Kota was built, but I mean they could probably make this safe. I think I said to somebody else on another video, they could probably, make this a little bit safer than what it is, in order to accommodate Formula 1 again. Formula 1 was here, I think 70s, 80s, a bit before that as well. And yeah, it'd be amazing to see Formula 1 back here. Plenty of room for a couple of DRS zones, and it would be amazing. I don't know actually where Watkins Glen is. Is it California? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wherever it is, I love it. No, New York. I think it's upstate New York. I've got a feeling. I'm not sure though. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, what else is? We're trying to stay in touch with these two. But what else has happened in season 1, 2022 for iRacing? They've got the they bought the Mercedes in. Also, I've done 2 videos on that. I've done a review on it, and I took out Mount Washington as well. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible car. They say it's one of the best things ever done in sim racing. How they've scanned it in and how every sort of features available in it. I'm quite a fan, to be honest. I'm not a Mercedes fan, but what they've done with the car is amazing. If you haven't purchased it yet, I'd strongly suggest it. So yeah, Knock Hill as well. They put the Knock Hill circuit in, which I'm looking forward to actually racing on. I've done quite a lot of practice there in various cars, but I want to have a race there and I think if you haven't had a win in iRacing yet, racing there in something you're comfortable in, you got a real shot. I mean, people are going to be going off where they can't master it. There's a couple of, so we say with this guy. There's a couple of like blind corners there and things, and so 20 odd cars are piling into them. You're gonna have a real shot of victory. Maybe we got a shot of victory here. Who knows? So Let's see if we can attack this guy, kind of force him into a mistake. He seems quite quick. He stepped out there, not left me any room on the inside. Let's see what can be done here. So I'm a pretty comfortable third. Yes, I do. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, if you want to send your requests into the channel, I can make them happen if I have the car, if I have the plane. If I don't, and you want to see a video made about it, then a donation will have to be made in order to sort of fund that or fund part of that. But if I do have the car and the track that you want to see, then yeah, that can definitely be made for you, no problem. But yeah, if you just want to continue to like, comment, subscribe on the videos, and I'll keep pumping out fresh content. The thing around Watkins Glen is...
I had to avoid that dude. I don't want to wreck into him.
I didn't get a word of that, but okay. Yeah, well, the thing around here is you just gotta try hard not to shred the tyres. I mean, even though it's a lap, what, 15 minutes? Something like that. You can give them a battering round here quite easy. I mean, look how hard you're braking into the corners, accelerating. You know, you're really stamping on the throttle in order to just get that little bit more performance out of the car. Yes, staying with the top two though. I'm quite amazed at that. And bullet behind us went for a move. I think he's gone. Just try and pull away from him. A podium here would be nice, actually. I've been practicing well around here. It'd be nice to be rewarded for my efforts. I'm in B class now, so I got promoted. After, funny enough, one good race in I think the Porsche Cup car, which for me I can't stand, but yeah, I did quite well in that. No penalty points or anything. Yeah, so I got through that, got promoted. I'm looking forward to doing quite a lot with the Renault Formula 3.5. That's a car I quite like. I feel quite confident in, as well as hopefully deliver a couple of wins in that one. And that should that'll all be on the channel. And now we're at the Glen. They really take care with iRacing. That's the thing. It's a constant thing. It's always being updated. They're always finding new content to kind of put in it. I mean, I got bags of requests for them. I mean, in terms of a circuit, if I had to pick a circuit for them to put in, it'd probably be Monaco. If I had to do a car or cars, I'd like to see some 90s F1 cars in here, I'm not going to lie. Something like maybe some of Senna's McLarens. Obviously, Schumacher's Benetton has to be in there somewhere. What else? What else do I like from the 90s? Yeah, I mean, mainly those ones. Maybe one of the V12 Ferraris before Michael got there. That would be quite cool. But it's the question of, would they be popular amongst kind of iRacing clientele? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, you look at the races of the classic Lotus, I think the 49, and they got Mario Andretti's one of 79. Are the races popular for them? Not really. You're thinking, 90s F1 cars. Yeah, that could work. A popular one though, a Benetton. But maybe one of the Williams. Definitely Senna's McLaren. I think a lot of people would go for that, and it'd be extremely popular if that were to somehow come on. Maybe not the ones with the automatic gearboxes. I think I might have driven the one on R Factor, because that it kind of takes the fun out of it a bit. You want a manual gearbox, I think. Faster, obviously, but yeah, I think it's a couple of the Senna cars. It did have the automatic gearbox, and for me, it's just nah, not at all. I do like I like the feel of a manual now. Once you learn manual, you never go back. In terms of these cars. Yeah, sticking to there's a healthy gap behind, and sort of sticking to these two. Maybe if they come together or they're racing each other, we'll catch up. So who knows? But we do what we can. Yeah, what a great track this is. The other thing I don't like about iRacing, it's a hell of a money spinner. I mean, you're going to spend, if you want every car, every track, you're putting £1,000 minimum into it. And yeah, but I suppose they've got to make a living elsewhere. I mean, I know we pay a subscription and everything, but I just think it's quite pricey. I mean, some cars are what, $11 or so, $11, and it's $14 for a track. I mean, they could be cheaper, to be honest. I mean, I don't think it would. I think they'd still make a healthy profit if things were, maybe $8 or $6 for a car. I think people would pay that. I think they'd make more, to be honest, because more people would be like quite inclined to get involved and to make the purchase. But yeah, I mean, I imagine they're doing well. I mean, I looked earlier, there's 13,000 odd players online, and you look at that and you think, blimey, each one of them's paying however much it is a month now. I don't know. It just comes out of my bank, but yeah, they're doing all right. The guys at iRacing. I don't feel too sorry for them. It's a good outlet as well. I like to be competitive with this, as I'm sure most of you do. But yeah, it's just good to be back racing. Actually, on here, where was the last Ferrari series was at Laguna Seca. I had a bit of a go there. I think I finished 8th when I started, like near the back, which is quite good, because everybody goes a bit mad at Laguna Seca. The corkscrew is certainly interesting. So what else is new? Yeah, I'm trying to source a PS5 at the moment, ready for, or in anticipation for, the release of Gran Turismo 7, hopefully in around March. Yeah, as you see before, a lot of the videos were on Gran Turismo. That's how I kind of started out. I'm looking to go back to those roots, but of course I'm going to maintain iRacing, Flight Sim. I've got quite a nice setup in here, so yeah, I mean, we can do all that. So I'm very, very excited for. It's just sourcing a PS5. Obviously, the whole microchip thing is it's kind of put a lot of, it's kind of made things very hard. I mean, obviously because of COVID, there's a shortage of microchips, and that's with a lot of things, like even cars. And yeah, that's what's happened really with the PS5. But hopefully in the UK, some stock will be coming in, I'm told, next week, or the first week in January, which would be really cool. But I don't know if I'll get one then, but hopefully before March, and hopefully I'll have it for Gran Turismo. I might even pre-order Gran Turismo if there's that option, so we can get a sneak peek for the subscribers of the channel, like we did with the last F1 game. Despite it not being very good, of course. They took out classic cars, so I immediately lost interest. I played the story mode in it, but then the rest, I'm like, nah, there's no point. The career mode's pretty much the same. They never do sort of a whole lot with it. So I've kind of left F1 2021. They've put the tracks in. They've updated the tracks and things, but it's still, yeah, I'm still not really interested in it. I mean, I'd rather do iRacing, R-Factor, maybe a little bit of Assetto or Automobilista, something like that. More cars that are my style, let's say. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this one. A bit of a kind of cruising out here on our own. Pulled a big gap from the guy behind. I don't want to tempt fate, but hopefully they won't get near us. I think the two out front of kind of drifted away a little. That's fine. That's fine by us. We'll do what we do over here. And you wait for that mistake. We'll still keep pushing. but I feel the tyres are probably gone a little, if I'm honest. It's getting harder to brake, and when you do brake, it's kind of drifting out a little bit. I'm having to take like a wider line into the corners. Luckily, they're quite forgiving here. I mean, they'll give you a penalty point, but they won't give you like an actual penalty, so they won't like hold you back for 2 seconds or whatever it is. If you go off there and at turn 10 as well. That's what I like about Watkins Glen. It's quite forgiving in that sense. But these curbs around here, I mean, they've got a lot bigger as well. I mean, they used to be just like flat and you could drive over them, no problem. But yeah, you can't now, sadly. So yeah, finding the braking real hard. But that's not the guy in front of us, the black car. I don't think he's made a mistake. Number 18. Because, yeah, he seems a little bit closer. Messi's damaged, he's tapped the wall. That's why you've always got to keep pushing to the last. You never know what can happen in iRacing and motor racing in general. Yeah, so what's your favourite bit about Season 1 of iRacing? Let me know down in the comments. Season 2, I think, is coming first couple of weeks in March, I think it said. It would be nice to see what they got lined up for that. I don't know if they were going to release the Mercedes F1 car from 2020 with DAS. I heard something like that they've signed on for both cars. Whether that will be then, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether they've got that or which circuits they've got. I'm really not sure, but when I know, I shall let you know, of course, and we'll obviously be reviewing. We'll be reviewing them when they come out. I'm quite interested in the Australian V8 supercars at the minute. I think I'm going to purchase one of the Ford, or I think it's the Holden, because they got a race coming up at Knockhill. So yeah, that's something I'm quite interested in. We'll see what happens with them. But I mean, the massive following for them out in Australia. And they love their V8 supercars, and something that still uses V8s as well. That's what you want. You seem to have these namby-pamby sort of engines now, just eco-friendly ones that just awful sounding. Give me something like this. Give me V8, V10, V12. I might sound old-fashioned, but I'm not particular. As long as the car sounds good, I'll be happy. So this, it sounds aggressive. You want to put your foot down. You want to go fast. I want to bring you some B-class racing as well. And you can use this. You can use a couple of the other cars I've got. So yeah, hopefully we'll be bringing you some of that at some point. But for now, we're on the last lap. Let's have the pretty much sewn up, which is no bad result. I will take that. Another top 5 for me, another podium. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.